Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Mr. Williams. I'm going to be your history teacher for US 2. You'll be taking me for block 3, obviously. We will always, let me see if I can actually bring this down. There we go. We will always start our class in teams, and obviously we will have our meeting. You guys already know this just because you've been a part of this kind of system before. But from teams, you will be then going to Google Classroom. I'm a Google Classroom kind of guy. I'm the mentor here at the school, the ambassador, if you want to call it that. That sounds a lot more important than what it is. But I go over Google Classroom stuff all the time. And I love Google Classroom. And the reason why I love it is because it is really, really organized. And I think it's good for you guys. Like the platform is nice. All right, so what I'm going to do for you is very simple. And I don't know why this is all the way at the top, but it's all good. I'll fix it. Okay, so what's going to happen is this. When we go into class today, all right, this is going to be our Google Classroom page. You guys have all been sent an invite to be a part of the Google Classroom. As soon as you log into a Chromebook, usually if you go to Google Classroom, it's going to pop up on there. If you don't know how to get to Google Classroom, there's some really simple ways to do it. You can just click on either the little waffle iron here. Just make sure that you're logged in with your account. All right, as you can see, I have Abraham Lincoln's picture here, and then it's my account, the CRHSD account. All right, make sure you're on you're like 22 CRHSD, whatever, your last name and that. When you click on the waffle iron, there should be a classroom here. If that doesn't show up, just click in here in the actual search bar and just search up Google Classroom. All right, if you search up Google Classroom, if I can spell today, there we go. All right, once you do that, you can just click on Google Classroom and all of your Google Classrooms will pop up. All right, now I have a lot of them, obviously, and I have way more that I've gotten rid of. But you guys are here, okay? You're my block 3, semester 2, all right? You might only have one, which is me. I don't know. But when you click on it, all right, you're in, all right? As in it will show up, all right? I've already sent you the invite, and you really don't have to do anything, which is really nice. So the cool thing is that obviously we're going to do a couple things today in class. I want to go over this video here for anybody who's not going to be in class today for any reason whatsoever. All right, maybe they messed up, maybe they didn't realize we were back or not. And that way I don't have to teach them all over again. It's just basically another backup video. For my guys who are in the class, if you want to look at this video anyway, just because you're like, hey, I don't remember this. Let me see if I can look back at it. That's fine too. All right, and I'll try to be quick. So we're going to do a couple things today together as a class. I'm going to kind of change up the arrangement here. I don't like the numbers being in all kinds of different ways, but that's how they did it. So we're going to look at the class information syllabus. We're going to do some things. But no matter what, every time we come into class, we always want to look at two things, okay? I want you to look at what's upcoming, as in what's due today or what's due on Sunday or what's due on a Tuesday or whatever. And I'll have it down here. It'll be basically a list of maybe 2 or 3 things, okay? I'll be honest with you. I'm a very honest person, all right? Maybe that's why I like Abraham Lincoln so much, Honest Abe, all right? I don't like slackers. If you're a slacker and you don't feel like doing work and you don't feel like doing these things and you're not going to earn your grade, then just know you're probably going to struggle in here, okay? And the reason why I say that is because if you don't do the work, you're going to get a 0, okay? And until you do that work, that's when you don't get your grade, okay? I work every day. I don't take days off. You're not going to see me. If I'm at home for some reason, it's probably because of my son. I'm here. I'm working. I don't like taking days off. It's not my thing. Okay, so when I ask you guys to do something, it's because I myself have done it. I myself have created it. I myself am trying to get you to learn as much as possible. You're going to earn your grade in here. It's that simple. Okay, and if you have a problem with that, then I don't have to tell you. Okay, you will be on camera in here. You'll be on camera in this class for probably about 20 to 25 minutes every single day. If you're not on camera for some reason, you will not be able to get credit for that day's work, as in you will be put absent. I'll let you know when you can go off the camera. I'll let you know when I need you on camera. And then if I don't need you on camera, I'll tell you, go ahead, see you later. All right, you don't need to be on camera. I don't need you guys to be in class the full time. I just need you to start class on time. I need you to be with me when we need to be together. And then after that, I'm going to let you go do your independent stuff that you need to do, and I'll be here to help you out. It's that simple. Okay, this US 2 class, I love US 2. All right, I like US 2 history. I think it's interesting. World War II, obviously World War I. You're going to get into some really interesting. Obviously, we're going to start with the Civil War. So there's a lot of really cool stuff to talk about. Before I get to any of that, I need to know who you are. okay? So when we start class, we always go to our agenda, all right? If you can, when you're with me, all right, we're going to go to our agenda, which is 2-4 agenda, obviously. Every day we have an agenda. Every day we have a daily check-in, all right? So when you're done with the Teams meeting, as in when we go into the Teams meeting, and I'm like, hey, how you guys doing, blah, 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 go do your daily check-in attendance. This is what I'm talking about, okay? I'm saying Thursday, February 4th, 2021, obviously, is our day. It's the first day of our US 2 class in semester 2. This is what I'm talking about. This is our check-in daily attendance. So you're in Teams. Maybe you're waiting on me. You're waiting on some people to, file into class, all right, within that first 5 minutes or so. Click on this, and you'll notice that it's only 3 questions. So basically, again, this is the whole goal, right? We're all trying to graduate, all right? So every day we need to do this to graduate, okay? Each and every day that we have class, you need to do this. If it's a day off, you do not need to do this, obviously. If you're not in school, you do not need to do this. As in, if you're absent that day, don't do it. There's no point. You're not going to get credit for it. So your first and last name, boom, you put that there. You put down, obviously, you're in the US 2 class. That's what's going to happen there. And then you're going to put down today's date, which is going to be 2-4. Okay, and obviously the box shows up for you, so you can put any date you want on there, but unfortunately, I'm only going to give you credit for 2-4. All right, when you're done, you'll hit submit. Once you hit submit, obviously, you don't need to worry about it. It's done. You only have to hit submit once, okay? I have people who usually hit submit like 3 times, and then their name pops up 3 times on my list. You guys, obviously, after we're done with the daily check-in, we talk about our list of things, our to-do list. All right, one of them, obviously, is the check-in, so if you did that, good, okay? We're going to talk about the Getting to Know You personality quiz, which is really easy. It's about 20 questions, and it's all about you, okay? That'll be due tonight, all right? It's the only assignment that I basically will give to you and say, this needs to be done tonight, get it done, okay? And it's about you, so it really doesn't take much time at all, and I'll show you exactly what that is. After that, obviously, we might have the time to look at the vocab. Probably not today, probably tomorrow. We'll start vocab. I'll just kind of remind you of how we're going to go live with it. And if you've never done Quizlet, you'll know what I'm talking about. My guys who've had me before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And again, very easy, very fun, very, it's the whole deal. Rules and procedures, we're going to go over that in a couple minutes. All right, super easy. And then afterwards, I'm going to remind you of 2 different things that are technically going to be due on Sunday night. And one of them is going to be Google Classroom 3, and the other one's going to be Google Classroom 5, okay? They're on our Google Classroom page, hence GC, GC3, GC5. All right, GC3 is going to be a reading and questions. I'll show you exactly what that is, okay? And then GC5 is going to be a Ed Puzzle. It's going to be a video, real quick one, actually. It's only like 7 minutes long, and the questions will pop up as you're watching the video. We'll look at that in a second. So let's do the Getting to Know You quiz first. So the Getting to Know You quiz, first off, where can I find it? Well, I go back to Google Classroom, and you'll see it over here where it says upcoming, due today. You also can see it, if you keep scrolling, you'll eventually find it again. It's here. It's not going to be here forever. I'm going to move around these. I don't like the way it's adjusted. I like it in numerical order. I'm very picky. But anyway, it's always over here. So due today, all right, Getting to Know You. All right. As you can see, the Getting to Know You, it's very easy. You can see it right here, actually. So you'll click on the Google form, and it should pop up for you, and there you go. So the Getting to Know You quiz, I got a little picture here. All right, you're going to do the following. 1, you're going to put your email, obviously. You're going to put down your first and last name. All right, and then there's easy questions. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite movie? Your TV show? Your favorite food? Who's your favorite person in history and why? If you don't know an answer, don't put I don't know. All right, just tell me, like, in all reality, history, it could be anybody. It could be your mom, it could be your dad. All right, it could literally be anybody, and you just got to explain why. So, like, for instance, Abraham Lincoln is one of my favorite people in history. Why? Because it kept the Union together. It kept the nation together through the toughest times. I might go into more detail than that, but at the same time, I'm only asking for really one sentence here. Give me a person and explain why, okay? I'm not going to go through every one of these because, again, they're all kind of personal. All right, what are your hobbies? If you don't have any hobbies, then, again, just say what you might want to do, all right, what you're interested in. All right, what's your biggest fear? If you think that you don't have a fear, you're a liar. All right, tell me what your biggest fears are, or fear. Try to keep it to 2 or 3 if you can. And then what's your favorite animal? Name 3 things that you cannot live without, all right, obviously. And then when you're done, it's again, what's your favorite holiday and why? If you want a copy of your own, you can just say this and then hit submit. All right, and you will get like an email of your own. In all reality, this is super easy. It's about 20 questions here. 2 of them obviously are just your email and your first and last name. But if you hit submit, you're good. Then I get it, and then I'll grade it, and you get 100. If you do a really, really poor job and you don't really care and you put really, you don't even just put I don't know and you whatever, or just skip things, you're not going to get credit for the things. Okay, it's just that simple. Okay, all right. So there is the getting to know you quiz, and that'll be due by tonight, as in tomorrow morning when I wake up, I will be looking to see who has completed. Okay, we'll talk about the other 2 things in a second. Let's look at our class information and syllabus first. Okay, normally this will be all the way at the bottom. So when I'm done with this meeting, this little video here, I'm going to move class information and syllabus to the bottom. So no matter what, whenever you want to find what the heck we're going over in this class or what's the expectations, it'll be down at the bottom. Okay, or if you hit classwork, it should be in its own category. Syllabus, class information, emergency plans. Those are the things that's where that will be. Okay, so let's just click on this for right now, class information and syllabus. I'll go over the syllabus with you first because it's easy, all right, and quick. All right, we're going to go over everything from pretty much the Civil War to basically modern America, which we would technically call like Cold War up until now, if I can. Basically, I'll be honest with you, I have not gotten to here in remote learning just because we don't have as much time. What I will say is we'll probably get to about the Cold War, maybe even more civil rights movement, and that's about it. Okay. Last market period, I was only able to get to the World War II, which again, I love World War II. We got into it. But at the same time, I'm going to be quicker about some things just because. Okay. What are the goals of the course? Well, let's be real. We're trying to acquire the knowledge as best as possible. There's a lot of U.S. history stuff that is on our SATs. It's also on the state test. So it's a good thing to kind of have some background knowledge. Okay. You will do as best as you possibly can. I mean, let's be real. That's what we're looking for. Tests, projects, they are 40% of your grade. Quizzes are 30%. And homework/participation is 30%. So basically, if you're in the meeting with us every day and you're doing your job and you do your daily check-in every day, you're going to get 100 for 30% of your grade. So 1/3 of your grade basically is 100 already if you do those things. That's the consistent grade. The quizzes, that's going to be like your ed puzzles, some of your worksheets that you're going to get, the reading comprehension stuff that I send to you on Google Docs. That's the kind of stuff that will be quizzes. And I'll let you know when something's a quiz or a test. All right, tests, real simple. Anytime we do a unit guide throughout the week, I grade it as a test because this is something that takes more time. All right, and then obviously any unit test that I send you, that will also be a test grade. And again, I will let you know what they are. Okay, this is how our grades essentially go. A's, A minuses, you get the idea. All right, more like A pluses too in that area. But again, expectations. Actually, to tell you the truth, I like this one better because we're in remote. All right, so this is our remote learning expectations. All right, here's the big things. Really easy. Show up to class on time. All right, show up to class on time. All right, what does that mean? Well, I used to have an old saying that if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, you're forgotten. Well, that was told to me by my high school football coach back in the day. I will tell you this. If you're here on time, if you're here within the first 5 minutes of class, you're good. You're on time. All right. When you come in, don't expect me to wait on you. Okay. Come in, do your daily check-in attendance like you are supposed to do on your agenda every single day. All right. Make sure you have your face showing on the camera, and you're good to go. All right. As in, we're good. You're here. Your attendance counts. All right. And remember, that's 1/3 of your grade is basically being here and actually being here and trying. All right. If for some reason you are past that 10-minute range, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to mark you late. Okay. You got to let me know what the heck's going on. I understand if it's a one-time deal or whatever, but I do not like excuses. So we'll talk about that in a second. We need to create a space dedicated for our learning, right? Have necessary time and materials nearby. Okay. Again, I can't wait on you. I only have so much time. All right. Keep your device charged. Okay. If for some reason your computer dies on you, message me. All right. And I'll let you know ways to message me very soon. All right, be available for video throughout the block as the teacher requires. If for some reason you are not on camera when I need you to be on camera, you're going to be marked absent. All right, you might be marked absent for half a block. You might be marked absent for a full block, but you're going to be marked absent, and you will not get the credit that you think you deserve. Okay, follow the student code of conduct. Pretend that your mom is in the room with you. Is how I always like to say it. Pretend, because I would never act up if my mom was in the room. I get smacked up. But that's just how it is, all right? Pretend that you are being watched at all times, because guess what? I mean, we live in America. We probably are being watched all the time. All right, use acceptable online learning etiquette. Okay, again, if you are one of those people who posts irrelevant, distracting, inappropriate things, you try to put things on the screen, whatever, send links to people, you're not going to be in our class. All right, it'll be the quickest exit ever. Okay, let's just make it that simple, and you will not come back. I promise you. Wear acceptable attire, as in wear clothes. Make sure you're wearing clothes. Make sure you're wearing acceptable clothes. All right, no paraphernalia, no nothing bad. Again, I'm with it, dude. Like, I get it. I get that. You got clothes that you think are cool, whatever. That's fine. Just make sure it's appropriate. And then at the same time, make sure you're actually wearing clothes. I do not want you on the screen shirtless. That's not happening. Okay, not happening. Be appropriate. All right, you're only on here for about 25 minutes, maybe 20 minutes on the camera. Don't do it. All right, don't be that person. Please do not eat during screen time. I'll be honest with you, this is personal for me. I'm on a diet, okay? I'd rather not see you eat a donut on camera, and I want a donut, and I'm thinking about donuts. All right, so we don't need to see that. You're good. You don't need to eat. All right, you can wait. Okay, be conscientious of your background. Okay, for some reason or another, if you're in a room with a lot of other people, which you should not be, all right, make sure you're muted unless you're talking. Okay, and at the same time, make sure that there's no background music. Make sure there's no backgrounds of people in your class, people in your house that cannot be seen with your class, because they probably don't want to be on camera either. And again, make sure that they are doing appropriate things. I honestly would say try to pick a room in your house right now that you know is the quietest, that you know is going to be locked door kind of thing, and you can't be bothered. All right, it's that simple. Do your own work. All right, I know if you have plagiarized, believe me, I read everything. Okay. All right, so that's literally the expectations and syllabus. If you ever need to see that, it'll be down here at the bottom from now on. I'm not going to have it up here towards the top anymore. All right, let's talk about the 2 assignments that'll be due on Sunday, and then after that, I will let you go. All right, this video is going longer than it should. All right, so Google Classroom 3 here, obviously, sectionalism and the Civil War reading. As you can see here, this is going to be pretty simple. It's 2 different things. All right, the first thing is the PDF. All right, what I like to do with this is very simple. Anytime I have a PDF, I like to click Open With and then do Adobe Acrobat. All right, it's the first thing that should pop down. When I do that, it kind of opens up in its own window. All right, and later on, we'll do some things with Adobe Acrobat where we can literally, we're going to add text. You can add text to this if you want and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really expecting you to do that. What I expect you to do is basically just open up in a new window and then keep it there so you can read it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do for the reading itself is just basically you're going to read. I'll show you in a second. All right. So you have that opened in one window, and then you have the Google form that you're going to have opened in another window. Okay. I might even split the screen. I might bring this down and bring this over, and then do it one more time so that way it centers itself. And then I'll come back, and then I'll do the same thing to this, sort of. I'll just kind of bring it over to the middle, and I'll read it. All right, but as I'm reading, I can actually highlight things or underline things and all that, and I'll show you that later on in person if you'd like. All right, but this is the sectionalism, okay? Civil War reading, it's for pages 1 through 3. This is page 1, this is page 2. This is page 3. The questions that are underneath of the reading itself are the same questions that you're going to see over here. Okay. The only difference is obviously I'm asking for your name, first and last. All right. Based upon the text, describe. Please define sectionalism. As you can see here, it's the same question, but I kind of get it all in one format with this. And as you can see, each one's worth basically 6 points. So just try your best to answer them. All right. Especially the open-endeds. I have multiple choice questions, obviously, as you go. Those are pretty easy. I've got some ones where you can select as many boxes as possible. They're called drop boxes. All right, as in if you think something is multiple answers, you put it on there. All right, and then obviously when you're done with this, all you have to do is click submit. Okay, it's the same grouping of questions. It's basically about 15, 16 questions, one reading. All right, and you got it right there. All right, if you have any questions about that, let me know. All right, I'm here to help. That's the whole point. Okay. So that's Google Classroom 3. That'll be due by Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. The other one is an Edpuzzle. If you've never done Edpuzzles before, they're super easy. you just watch a video basically and you answer questions as they pop up. As you can see, these little dots here, these are the questions, and they are multiple choice questions. I don't have any open-ended on this one. And it's only 5 minutes and 44 seconds long. So if you can't spend 5 minutes and 44 seconds watching a video about how one piece of legislation divided the nation, all right, one piece of paper, one piece of law, all right, we'll talk about what led to the Civil War, okay? And that's kind of the point, all right? Guys, I'll be honest with you. I love US2. I love it. And the only reason why I might not love US2 is because you guys don't really make it fun for me either. All right, we can make this really fun together. We can do a really great job with this, and I can help you out and help you graduate, or we can be stuck together. And it can be very, very tedious. And I'll be honest with you. I really enjoy, being extra. So don't be extra, and I won't have to go there, okay? So again, today, looking forward to meeting all of you. I really, really hope that we do well this semester, all right, because I do not want to see you guys fail, and I do not want to see you guys not be able to graduate on time, okay? Guys, I'm here to help you. Let me know if you ever need anything. I'm Mr. Williams, and I will see you later.